We want to take you back out now to that press conference in Pauls Valley where the principal was shot at Pauls Valley High School. Here's more.
Very rural, good kids, good community. Certainly don't expect these type of situations to happen in your town. But unfortunately, it did today. And things were handled as well as they could be.
What does this community need? The school, your department, the students here, the people here in this town, what do they need right now and moving forward?
I think everybody needs prayer and be thankful. Pray for the principal, even though his injuries are not appear to be that bad, but he was shot. And we'll come together as a community. I'm from this community. This is where I went to school. And I know Panther Nation will come together and we'll be stronger from this.
Will you all be out of school tomorrow?
I'll let the superintendent address that.
Oh.
Okay? Dr. Brett Knight, Superintendent of Pauls Valley Schools.
We will be closed tomorrow. We're going to close all of our sites district-wide. When we were notified of the incident, we did go on a district-wide lockdown, so not just the high school site. Our sites are spread out throughout the community, and we did go on district-wide lockdown. We will, again, be out of school tomorrow. We're going to have counseling available. We'll be sending out that information to our parents and students this evening, and we'll have that counseling services available at all of our sites for any staff or students that may just need to talk. Really thankful for our staff and what they drill and what they do, because our staff definitely made a difference today.
Sounds like things are wrapped up pretty quickly. Do you have security guards at entrances?
So we have a school resource officer, and we're thankful for that, because our school resource officer was actually the first to make it on scene, I believe. And he was not here on this campus initially, but that's something our security funding that the state has provided has allowed us to have a school resource officer that knows our facilities. And our local agencies, they come in and drill in our buildings. During times we don't have school or things going on, they hold classes, they do things within our buildings, so they know the layouts and they know the buildings and where kids are going to be and what's going to be happening. So the response, I don't know how we could have gotten anyone here any faster.
Tell us about the principal here and his actions today and who he is as a person. I imagine you have to.
He's actually been a mentor to me. He was one that kind of helped me when I was first hired here 8 or 9 years ago. He's been in the district, I believe last year was 35 years. Pauls Valley guy all his life. You won't meet a bigger Panther, and he really, and I know the word gets thrown around quite a bit, but he is a hero today.
Who apprehended the suspect?
The high school principal.
Which
And he was assisted by other staff members once the altercation took place.
You mentioned that the SRO was at a campus, but not this part of the campus. Where were they at relative?
I don't have that information.
How old is the principal? You said he's been here 35 years.
Yeah, I'm not sure of his exact age.
What goes through your head when, I mean, you as a superintendent here, this has just happened at our high school? I mean, it's probably, I imagine, your worst fear.
This is, I think, any superintendent's worst nightmare. Everything we do in Pauls Valley, and we don't just say it, we mean it, is the safety of our students and our staff. And that's preached in everything we do. But I'm thankful that we were prepared for an incident like this to happen, but you certainly never hope that it happens to you or your school.
How do you go about trying to make sense of why these kinds of things happen?
I think that will be more of a law enforcement to try to put those pieces together and try to figure out the whys and what took place there. I think our role in this is obviously to make sure that our students and staff are cared for. And so they'll conduct their investigation, and we will be here to focus on our students and staff.
It seems like a tight-knit community. Do you know anything about this student, who they are?
I don't have much information at this time.
How does the entryway system work? That vestibule, any types of detection systems, protocols for that?
So we do have access control to all of our buildings across the campus, as well as the district. So in order for a student to gain access or someone to gain access to the building, there is a process for that. But I'm not sure how access was gained or anything at that time. That's something they'll be investigating.
And is the principal usually stationed in that area of the lobby at that time of day,
So,
or was it happenstance?
No, his office is, the main office of the building is right near the entrances. And so he was right there, as well as our assistant principal and classroom teachers. I mean, everyone kind of came in once they realized there was a situation going on.
What do you, your students, your staff, your teachers, what do they need right now?
I think the biggest thing is, and I appreciate Superintendent Fields being here. He answered the phone immediately when I called. We need some time to process what's going on, and we need to focus on the mental health side of our students. There's going to be things that our staff and students have seen today or been part of that's traumatic, regardless of what they saw or what they witnessed. This is a traumatic experience for our kids, and we're going to need some time to process that, and we're going to need some help, and other school districts reaching out to provide counseling services to staff to come help us with our students and staff moving forward. That's going to be big for us.
Can you talk about the district's decision to lock down the whole district?
Yes, so that's pretty much standard protocol for us. If we ever have anything that goes on in our community, our police department does a great job. We have a tremendous relationship with them, and it doesn't necessarily even have to be at a school site. If someone's serving a search warrant within the community, we'll just go ahead and put our schools on lockdown just as a safety precaution, because you never know what could happen or where things could go sideways. So until we know that our kids are safe and that any threat is eliminated, we're going to make sure that our schools are locked down and that our kids are safe.
Do you have any children to go here?
I do not at the high school site, but I do have 2 kids in the district.
So you're feeling this not only as the superintendent, but as a parent.
As a parent, as a community member, this place has been home to me and my family, and I say this all the time. It takes a village to raise a child, and we got a pretty good village in Pauls Valley, Oklahoma. We're going to need that moving forward. But yes, I'm feeling it as a parent, as a superintendent, as just a community member who's someone who loves this town.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Hi, everybody. Lyndall Fields, State Superintendent. I just want to commend the superintendent. As he said, this is an educator's worst nightmare. It doesn't get any worse than this. So the way they handled the situation, the bravery of the principal, and how they handled everything, from what I've heard, is just what you have to do. And the fact that somebody had a gun, so many things could have gone wrong. And they handled things the best they could under a very, very difficult situation. So just praying for the community, the small town community that's trying to raise kids. I didn't know till just now the superintendent has kids here. I can't imagine how he's feeling right now, that if you have kids, it's a terrible, terrible time. So I'm here today to offer my support and leverage whatever resources we have available. We've also, I believe, the superintendent talked with the governor's office, the governor himself, and whatever he needs, and we're leveraging counseling from across the state. And I think just taking it one day at a time, have counseling available for students and staff as early as tomorrow. So that's what we know so far. So,
Well, what kind of role does your office play in this type of a situation and moving forward?
yeah, well, it's certainly going to make us pause and think, are we doing everything we can do to keep schools safe? You'd like to think you are, but then this happens. So right now it's a matter of what resources can we bring to the table for the local school, and we'll be having conversations. Are we doing enough? So that's what I envision happening over the next few days.
I mean, when you hear something like that, I have to imagine, like with everybody we talk to here, is this what your worst fear as somebody being in your role is?
Oh yeah, this is absolutely your worst fear. You hope you can go through an entire career and not have to deal with this. The superintendent, I had some lockdowns with gun sightings, but never a shooting, so I can't comprehend what he's going through. But yeah, it's your worst nightmare. Our job is to protect these babies, so when this happens, it's a bad day.
Superintendent, were some of those discussions about school safety in districts happening before today, and what were some of the things that you were looking at?
Yeah, so I think school safety is on everybody's mind. The state legislature supported SROs, I believe, at most of our districts, and just recently passed or passing legislation to extend that funding for schools. Again, I think most use it for SROs, safety devices at front doors, whatnot. So I know they're prepared to continue to make that investment that is so well needed.
When you hear about the principal here and the actions he took today and the injuries he's sustained, and just hearing that, I mean, he's been an educator for over 3 decades and has devoted his whole career to this,
Right.
and now today, I mean, what do you say to him and everybody who knows him.
Well, thank you. I'm sure he saved lives today and risking his own. So thank you for being an educator for 35 years. He got up like the rest of us today to go to work, and who dreamed this was going to happen. So I just want to say thank you. God bless him. Thank you. Yeah.
After today's incident, are you proposing any changes to security statewide for all the schools?
I'm not prepared to say I'm proposing anything, but it'll certainly be on my mind for the foreseeable future. So yeah.
Is there anything that you can think of that people can do to help this community or help your office in supporting this community, or people, stakeholders, lawmakers can do to help this community?
I think right now is be patient with the superintendent. They have a lot to consider, and people are just going to need some time to process. So I think patience right now, and then I know there will be lots of opportunities for other organizations to offer counseling and support. Outside of that, right now, I think space and patience to help them just kind of heal and figure out next steps.
Thank
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, everybody.
I've got one more question for the sheriff, the chief, whoever's lead on the criminal side of the investigation.
Sure.
I know you mentioned that you're not ready to share any more information about the suspect quite yet, but procedurally, what are you working through right now to reach that point? What are the steps until that point?
So once we got here, got the suspect secured and set up a crime scene.
Chief, go ahead and step up.
Sorry.
You're good. You're good.
Set up a crime scene. We notified OSBI to come in and help us. We've actually handled the investigation piece over to OSBI to lead the investigation. Of course, we will assist them in whatever they need. We still have a town to protect on top of this. So we immediately called in all of our staff. We're a department of 15 from me down. So it doesn't take long to get short-staffed in these type of situations. We have a magnificent working relationship with our sheriff and undersheriff. My fire chief here is in my back pocket every time I need something. The firemen here are the first ones to help law enforcement when we need help. That's what we have to do in communities this size. So it is a large task, so we ask for a lot of people to come in and help. But OSBI lead the investigation from here, and we will continue to do what we do.
I know it's 5 o'clock now, but are there any students still in there?
Not that I'm aware of. I think all the kids have been returned home.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much.
You guys.
Hunter, do you have anything to add on when OSBI expects to have more information about the suspect?
Just as soon as possible. We'll put out a press release later.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Trooper, did you have anything you wanted to add to all of that? Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you all very much.
I was watching it.
And you've been listening to a press conference in Pauls Valley regarding the shooting of the principal at the high school in Pauls Valley. We can tell you he was meta-flighted to Oklahoma City and was alert when he arrived. We're told he's simply injured. So we are continuing to follow this. We do know that a suspect is in custody. The principal himself is the one who apprehended that suspect. We're going to bring you much more on this story throughout our newscast this evening.